Hi, my glorious chefs. Today I've got probably the most simple meal you can prepare. It's one of the easiest dishes, but it's also one of my all-time favorites. Ipswich clams, also known as soft shell clams, steamers, pisser clams, or sandgapers. I swear my mom fed me these on Point Pleasant and seaside boardwalks in New Jersey before I even started eating solid food. If I was on death row, this would be the appetizer that I started with for my last meal. That's how much I love these bad boys right here. I know those are some bold words, so let's start cooking. All you're going to need to prepare these, besides the clams of course, is a little bit of water and some melted butter. There's so much briny and delicious flavor in these clams that there's no need for seasoning at all. The first step to preparing these clams is crucial. Like most clams, these live in the mud, so they're all full of dirt. You need to rinse these thoroughly. I usually let them soak in ice water for a good 10 to 20 minutes, and then I re-rinse them thoroughly just to be sure to give them a good bath in some water, and then I strain that all out. I steam these clams in a seafood pot with a steamer rack. It sits slightly above the bottom section that holds the water, like so. Like they're sitting here on a tray. The water is underneath it that you can't see. You could use water, cider, beer, any kind of alcohol. You could use root beer. You could use anything. Any kind of liquid would work. Here's the setup. The clams are cooked. First, we've got a hot bowl of water. We place the clam in the hot bowl of water to, honestly, just to clear it out again. Then we've got another bowl of water. So we've got hot water, we've got another bowl of hot water, and then we've got melted butter. I even let the clam soak in the hot water for a minute or so. The second bowl is really just a vessel that I'm using for the scrap membrane that you need to pull apart in order to be able to actually eat the flesh of the clam. First you separate the shell, like so, and then you pull the clam out of the shell, but it needs the membrane to be removed. So you take the brown that I'm holding here on all sides, you pull that apart. You almost tear it off. It comes off easily. It doesn't take a lot of work, but you tear it off, and then I soak it in the second bowl of water so that I'm squishing out all of the sand and whatever was underneath that membrane, and then I soak it in the water. Lastly, dunk it in the melted butter and enjoy that delicious, creamy slice of heaven. If you all liked this video, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, subscribe, check out the website. Ultimately, let's eat!